Hi, we're going to talk about today how to shave the underneath of the fur between your dog's pads. Why we do this is a couple of reasons. Summertime, it's good to do this because of debris that goes into the dog's fur and gets stuck there. So sometimes when your dog is chewing on their feet, having little small irritations, licking at the feet, that will keep it clean and keep any irritations out. Also, at winter time, what it's very good with is that when snow and ice get stuck in between with the fur, also there's salt that gets stuck in the fur too that could also burn the pads of the dog. Sometimes when you see your dog picking up their pads, it could be a reason why, because of the accumulation of all that between their pads. So keeping this clean would also help for any irritations that might arise from that. Also, it's also good for slippage. So in the house, I've had many people tell me that my dog slips in the house on the tile or on the wood floors. That will also help because then they have the pad to stop from them slipping. So I'm going to show you how to do it at home to keep your dog's pads clean. You can either do it by shaver or by scissors. I would recommend a bit of both. So you can purchase a home-made, home-based shaver that you can get pretty much anywhere. We also sell it here at la maison du chien, which works just as fine for shaving underneath the pads. We use here a professional shaver, and if you want to purchase a professional shaver because you want to do more grooming than that, I would recommend getting a professional shaver. For underneath the pads, we were going to use a number 40 blade. This is the best way to underneath the pads. It prevents for any us cutting the dog underneath the pads or anything. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it underneath the pads. Now I have our little model here, Kiyoshi, that we're doing all the grooming work. So I'm going to show you how to do underneath the pads. So when you're doing underneath the pads, you want to get the hair right here. Always make sure the edge of your blade that you're using lines up with the pad in the interior pad, lines up with the inside of the interior pad. That will help, that will actually prevent from you nicking the dog in any way. So we'll just start that. So as you see, you go like that on the inside, removing the hair. There you go. And do it from the other side. Again, make sure that the edge of the shaver lines up with the inside edge of the interior pad. And you just do it downwards. There you go. And you do that on the other side too. It's like a V, the entire pad, so you're going to do the same thing. You're going to line up. There's the ocean. There you go. And you do it on the other side. Okay. Making sure it's all out. You're going to do it a couple of times. Make sure that you're getting the hair off. After that, you have also the other hairs that come out on the sides here. Now, a lot of people, what they do, you can take your shaver again. Now, don't pull the hairs on the inside if you're going to use your shaver, because what it does, it'll pull the hairs from on top of the pad, so making holes within the top of the pad. So what you're going to do with your shaver, you're just going to take it, go one side and the other side. Okay. And it makes a nice clean look right there. Now you can also do it with scissors. You can use, I usually say to use professional scissors that are actually well maintained. And what you can do, you can get the hairs that pass from there, and with your scissors lightly just snip. See how easy that is? So this is another way you can do the underneath of the pads when you're doing the exterior of it. There. And then you have a nicely trimmed pad. So you have a nicely trimmed pad, as you see. Very simple, very easy, and good to use to do at home. When you're lifting up the legs of the dog, always remember, lift back, always. Don't pull it too much on the side. You can hurt the dog, especially if it has any leg problems. So you just lift it back this way when you're lifting. Lift it back this way when you're lifting, always on the side, and the legs in the front same way. Always back. Never pull on the side. Any dogs that have injuries or you can injure a dog's ligaments and muscles by doing that. So that's the easy technique of how to shave underneath the pads. I hope this was helpful, and you can use it in future for your dog.